Hello, this is Coffee Tutorials. My name is Eric. Today we're going to be learning how to make a latte using the Moka pot. There's three major parts of the Moka pot. The first one is called the body. It's the very bottom piece, and here is where we're going to put our water in there. The second piece is called the chamber, or I like to call it the chamber. Here's where we are going to put our coffee grounds, and there's where the water is going to get sucked up. This is what's called the head. That's the filter that filters our coffee. And that's where our coffee is going to come out of, into that bowl at the top. Here's how it's put together. The chamber goes into the bottom, and the head goes on top, screws on top. Just like so. First, we're going to measure out our water. We're going to fill it with water up to the little needle inside of the body. You're going to see in a moment. Right there. Do not cover that needle with water. Now we're going to pour it into a pan and heat it up to its boiling point. Then we're going to pour it back into the body. Be very careful, as you can burn yourself in this step. I did. As I said, be very careful with hot water. Now we're going to fill the chamber with coffee grounds. This is espresso I got grinded in a coffee shop for me. So we're going to scoop up some coffee grounds. Oops, I spilled a little. Now we're going to scrape off the top grounds. We want it level at the top. And I like to clean off the coffee grounds that stick to the side of the chamber as well, so you don't get any. So it seals perfectly. Just like so. Now I'm just brushing off the excess coffee grounds on the side. And now I'm putting in, and then you put it into the bottom piece, just like so. And then you screw the head on. Screw it on very tightly, so you don't have any leaks while you're brewing. Be very careful with the bottom. I recorded this when I was done, so the bottom wasn't hot for me, but it's going to be for you, so please use a towel or something to save your hands from burning themselves. Just like so. Now we're going to boil our coffee. This step takes a while, so I cut when it started to brew. Now it brews. Mine turned out very well. It brewed very beautifully. It's actually my best run of the times that I've run this. And when it starts gurgling like so, please close the lid. I didn't close the lid and I spilled it all over my kitchen. Now we're going to turn on the water and cool it down to stop the brewing process immediately. As you don't want any taste from the coffee that comes up the last, any burnt taste or anything. You want to stop the brewing so that you don't get those tastes. Now we're going to measure out 2 of the small cups of milk into the big cup. I didn't brew enough coffee. I brewed too little coffee, and so I will be putting less than 2 of the small cups. I'll be putting about 1.5 of the small cups in the big cups. In the big cup. Just about enough to make a delicious latte. Delicious latte. And now I'm going to froth the milk using my espresso machine or macchiato machine, whatever you like to call it. There's my other milk frother. If you don't have one of these machines that froth milk for you, you can use the frother that I use in the background, or you can use a French press. There's videos on YouTube on how you use a French press to froth your milk, and if you don't have any of those, you can just heat some milk and pour it into your coffee. Please don't use cold milk, as it will ruin the temperature of your coffee and make it much colder, and it won't stay warm for so long. It will go cold after a while. So after you froth your milk, I'm soon done with I'm done with it. I'm actually really happy with how it turned out. It was the best consistency that I've ever had, and you're going to see in a moment how good it is. I do not know how to make any latte art, but I actually successed with this cup, kind of. I kind of panicked when I realized that it's a good consistency, and so I just tried to make something, and it didn't turn out that good, but it's good for my first run, or my first try at it. Here's when I started to panic. So I just went with it, and this is what I did. It was the perfect amount of milk as well, as I brewed a little too little coffee. I also made less milk, as I said in the beginning. So I matched that with the milk, so it's less than it should be in the cup. Less drink than it should be in the cup. So now I'm going to taste it. This was actually my best cup of coffee that I've ever made. It tasted amazing. If you're following along, I hope that your coffee also tastes great. I'm in love with the Moka pot now. I'm going to make so much more coffee with it, as I think of the gear that I have, it tastes the best to make it with the Moka pot. But that's the video. It tastes great. I'm tasting it right now, trying to take it, but that's good. So thanks for watching, please subscribe, and bye bye.